So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So things are underway. Valverde does well to get it back. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And the keeper beats it away. He's had a shot! It's their first effort on goal.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Goes for a shot! Cleared away. And that was very necessary. Looking to play him in. And here's Thuram. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, there's a probing ball. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Reece James, has been given two tasks here: to drive at and to beat people. Then delivering quality balls into the box, often played early.
Great chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that has left him in a heap. McTominay. Jose. Passing is crisp and sharp. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Esteval is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Thuram. And it's Bernardo Silva. No, he's just misjudged that one. And he's there to clear it. Deftly away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. A searching ball out wide. Eze providing an outlet on that. And a header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Del Piero. And here's Osim. Can he finish? It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. By Leverkusen are a team known for their direct brand of football. So, Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly, you know, whether they have a quality passer who can play those balls from a little deeper. And then secondly, you need someone up front to be able to hold on to it, be the link man. It can be very effective against teams that like to press high up the pitch. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Esteval quietly revving up. And it's Dembele. Dembele! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This is their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Thuram really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Tries to dink it through. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Kalulu. Edmilson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, they could break here. Space for him to turn and look.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Estevao running with intent. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And it's James. James made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Oh no, this does not look good! McTominay, quality ball. And here's Del Piero. Thuram. Bernardo Silva. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And they've got rid. That is ended up in no man's land. Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's Dembele.
Such good technique.
And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Milan coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan made the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 17. Viene sostituito con il
Gets us going once
numero
more.
7. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Milan currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Osimhen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. Numecha. That's going wide left. Cross into the box. Gets his head on it! Oh, it's hit the post! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Kalulu makes the interception. Rafa Silva gets into a good position. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Played out wide. Looking for the far post.
Milan clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And this is Lewandowski. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, it's Dembele. Now then, the ball's come loose. Thuram. Great defending, strong and determined. That's destined for the flank. Can he get on the end of this? Bernardo Silva delivers. And that is well cleared.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
80.314 spettatori.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Malero. Not the most accurate pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Bernardo Silva. And that's been drilled in. Cleared away. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Looking for options for movement.
Bayer Leverkusen really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Pass somewhat off target. That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, there's the clearance. Played into space. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that.
Cambio di giocatori.
Numecha. Eder Militao. Garcia. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Eric Garcia does really well to win the ball there. That's a throw. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. This is a promising build-up. Played out to the left flank. In towards the back stick. And that has been cleared. Played it again. And he's taking no chances there.
Bayer Leverkusen really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Knocks it into space. Delivers with whip. Xavi Simons. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ball's gone out of play. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That pass has been well intercepted. Milan still ahead by the game's only goal. Valverde.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of move that
Shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
The ball is loose, and the chase is on.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
No way through there. Oh, it's played into the area. Milan. Valverde! And there's a goal. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency.
Del Piero.
Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.